everybody, welcome to GISE Pachala Grade 8 Social Science History, and our topic is From Trade to Territory. Our chapter name is From Trade to Territory. Now in this chapter, in our previous video lectures, you have seen that how Britishers came here for trading purpose, and how after doing the trade, how the trade led to battles. Now we have seen last time the Battle of Plassey. See, in Battle of Plassey, you know who betrayed Sirajuddaula. Sirajuddaula was very powerful and independent ruler, but who betrayed Mir Jafar? Mir Jafar, the commander-in-chief in his army, he betrayed him. And why he betrayed? Because Britishers promised him that he would be the ruler or Nawab after Sirajuddaula. If Mir Jafar would help him, then they would make him the Nawab. So because of this greediness, Mir Jafar betrayed Sirajuddaula, and Sirajuddaula lost the Battle of Plassey. Now after the Battle of Plassey, Sirajuddaula was ascended. And who became the Nawab of Bengal? Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. See, why he became Nawab of Bengal? If you are thinking that Britishers were too much loyal to their promise, that they had given the promise, so immediately they would make him the Nawab. Okay, according to promise, they made him the Nawab, but the purpose of making him Nawab was totally different. What happened? That Britishers came here for trading. And see, company was more interested in trading. Not in taking over administration. Company was more interested in trading and not in taking over the administration. And obviously, suddenly some outsider is coming for the administration purpose. People would not give support. They are knowing they were very clever, so they were knowing that presently we should have to put one of the person of the same province. Then because of that they made Mir Jafar the Nawab of Bengal. But company found it difficult to work with puppet rulers. See, now Mir Jafar was also puppet ruler only. But see, previously Mir Jafar was not thinking like that he should work as a puppet ruler. But he was also a puppet ruler. Britishers want that they want to earn maximum money, more and more money they want to earn, anyhow, any cost. And because of that reason, they need such type of ruler. They do all the work according to their wish. But Mir Jafar was also a puppet ruler, but sometimes what happens, being a ruler, Mir Jafar was disagree with some of the matters and things with the company. Mir Jafar was not ready totally to do what the company is saying. What the company was saying, Mir Jafar was not totally ready to do the same things, and because of that, what happened? It was very difficult for the company to work with the puppet ruler. See, puppet rulers are not working. Sometimes the thing of dignity is also coming for the ruler. Sometimes the dignity is also coming from the ruler. That being a ruler, sometimes he has to give support to the people. Something was like that, then he has to give support to the people also. So sometimes these type of things were going on, and totally the rulers were not following the things what Britishers wanted them to do. So it was very difficult to work with the puppet ruler. They were not helpful as the company wanted to be. See, just now I told that the puppet rulers were not helpful as the company wanted to be. So these type of problems company was facing with the puppet ruler. Now company wanted the puppet rulers to work according to their wish, but the puppet rulers were not working like that, and company was facing much more difficulties. So when Mir Jafar protested, company deposed. When Mir Jafar protested against company. So what company did? Company deposed him. Means company said that now we don't want you as the Nawab. And company deposed him and installed Mir Qasim's son-in-law. See, Mir Qasim was son-in-law of Mir Jafar. And company installed Mir Qasim in his place. Means Mir Qasim was made the Nawab of Bengal. See, after the death of Sirajuddaula, after the defeat in Sirajuddaula was defeated in Battle of Plassey, and Mir Jafar was made the Nawab of Bengal. After the Mir Jafar was Nawab of Bengal, and he was not working as a puppet ruler, so company was not ready to be continue with him. So then, when Mir Jafar protested, company installed Mir Qasim, the son-in-law of Mir Jafar, as a Nawab of Bengal. So after Battle of Plassey, Mir Jafar was the Nawab of Bengal, and after company replaced Mir Qasim at the place of Mir Jafar as the Nawab of Bengal. Now what happened? Mir Qasim also complained the company officials. See, now Mir Qasim was also not ready to work as a puppet ruler. So Mir Qasim also complained the company. Mir Qasim also complained the company officials, and because of all these conflicts, at last the Battle of Buxar held at 1764. Battle of Buxar held at 1764. In 1764, this is the place only. Buxar is the place only. Now, who joined the Battle of Buxar? See, Shah Alam II, the ruler of Delhi. Shah Alam II, the ruler of Delhi, and the ruler of Awadh. The ruler of Awadh, Suhajuddaulah. The ruler of Awadh, Suhajuddaulah, also joined the Battle of Buxar. So Mir Qasim, Shah Alam II, and Suhajuddaulah, the three were there with their army against British officers, with British East India Company in the Battle of Buxar. Now what happened after Battle of Buxar? What happened after Battle of Buxar? See, in Battle of Buxar also, these three, Mir Qasim and all, defeated by the company, defeated by Britishers. So what happened after Battle of Buxar? See, Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar, both were counted as the turning point of India. Both were counted as totally the turning point of India, and how Britishers captured maximum thing in India. So further we are seeing that what happened after Battle of Buxar and what were the event after Battle of Buxar. Now we have seen that in Battle of Buxar what happened. The Mir Qasim and all defeated in the Battle of Buxar. Now after Battle of Buxar, again Mir Jafar was made the Nawab of Bengal. See, still now they are not ready to be the ruler or Nawab, or they are not ready to take the administrative things. Britishers were not ready because their aim was do the trade only, and they wanted to earn more and more money from trading only. So again Mir Jafar was made the Nawab of Bengal. See, again Mir Jafar was made the Nawab of Bengal, but this time how he made the Nawab of Bengal? He had to pay 5 lakhs every month. He had to pay 5 lakhs every month. See, what is the time? 1765, 1764. After this Battle of Buxar is 1764, 1765 time. At that time, every month, Mir Jafar had to pay 5 lakhs rupees to the company, as they made him the Nawab of Bengal. But then also company was not satisfied with 5 lakhs rupees per month. Company was not satisfied, and they wanted more and more money. They wanted to earn more and more money, and they are doing such type of things only. But what happened luckily? But the time Mir Jafar died. See, Mir Jafar died in 1765. But during that time what happened? Mir Jafar died in 1765. The mood of the company has changed. The mood of the company had changed because they were facing the problem with the puppet rulers, and at last they are facing the problems, conflicts were there, and the same things were affected their trading things, and their aim was to do more and more trading only. So the company's mood has changed. Company's mood had totally changed, and what Robert Clive declared, we must become Nawab ourselves. See, now their mood totally changed, and they were ready to take the administrative post. They were ready to take. Now they thought that it was not, we are wasting the time, and now we had to take the administrative responsibility. Suppose we want to do better trade in India. So what they did, Clive declared, we must become Nawab ourselves. Now from ourselves only we had to make the Nawabs anyway. So 1765, Mughal Empire appoints the company as the Diwan of the province of Bengal. Now see, now you will think that in between where the Mughal Empire came, the things are going on with Mir Jafar and all, then how Mughal Empire came. See, sometime what happens, at that time also Aurangzeb was considered to be the last powerful Mughal ruler, but after that Mughal rulers were there. They were counted as the pain ruler of India. And Shah Alam II was there. At that time Shah Alam II was there at Delhi, and he was doing in India level. Pen ruler was the were the Mughals only. So Mughal Empire appoints company as the Diwan of the province of Bengal. See, Mughal Empire appoints company as the Diwan. What is the meaning of Diwan? Means the government official, minister or ruler. Government official or minister or ruler, and he was considered as the head of the state institution. Considered as the head of the state institution. So on the behalf of Mughal Empire, on the behalf of the emperor, he got the right to collect the taxes. See, on behalf of the emperor, he got the right to collect the taxes. See, now in our government system also we know the main person is there at Delhi, but according what he is saying, the other ministers are doing the work. In Gujarat also the ministers are doing work according to the instruction of the one main person who is sitting in Delhi or who is looking after the whole India. So like that, emperor is there, but emperor has given the right, and emperor has made the Diwan to company, as the company the Diwan of the province of Bengal. Now what happened after these things, head of the state? Now because of this, now company can collect the tax in Bengal. Now according to this, now company could collect the tax in Bengal, and company got the Diwani right of 3 places: Bengal, Awadh and Orissa. Company got the Diwani rights of 3 places: Bengal, Awadh and Orissa. See, company got the Diwani rights, and as per the rights, company got the direct right to collect the tax from the people. Company can directly collect the tax from the people. From which places? Bengal, Bihar and Awadh. See, now company gets the right and use the vast resources of Bengal. See, at that time Bengal was considered to be the most prosperous place. Bengal was considered to be the most prosperous region. So company used the vast resource of Bengal. And ruined the huge amount from India, and ruined the huge amount of India, means they took all the amount from India. Now what happened? See, before the battle of Buxar and battle of Plassey, and before getting the Diwani right, what was the position of trade? Company came here for trading. What was the position of trade? And what was the position after the battle of Buxar and after getting the Diwani rights? Now see what happened before. When company started the trade, company was bringing gold and silver from their place, from Britain, and they were taking Indian goods, spices, all the things from India to their place. So one thing India was getting and another thing India was giving. India was getting gold and silver, and against India was giving the spices and Indian goods. But after the battle of Buxar and all, company got the Diwani right, and after that what happens? Company was taking Indian goods and Indian gold, silver, all the things from India to their place. Company was taking Indian goods, gold, silver, all the things from India to Britain. See, Dadabhai Naoroji, you heard the name of Dadabhai Naoroji. He wrote in one of the book that British East India Company drained the things. Drained the things means सारे संपत्ति, सारी वेल्थ हमारे यहाँ से बह गई पानी के जैसे. ड्रेन मीन्स पानी के जैसे हमारे वहाँ से पूरी वेल्थ ब्रिटिशर लेके गए, बह गई पानी के जैसे. After that what happened? Now company was getting the all the things. Now what happened? Now the revenue from the India was used to finance company expenses. See, now the direct company was getting the revenue. Now company was getting the revenue means one type of income company got. So what company was doing to finance company expenses? Whatever expenses company had to bear, the all expenses they were taking out from the revenue they were collecting, and they were getting the money. So was used to finance company expenses. Whatever expenses were there in the company for that trade, for trading purpose, whatever expenses were there, company was getting. Now maintaining troops. Company has to maintain troops, means soldiers and armies, or building forts. For all these things was done on the Indian money only. See, now they are not bringing anything from Britain. Whatever they are doing with all the money from India only. So now India was getting nothing. And the position of India became worse. And after that only the ruin started, and slowly maximum things they took to their place. Thank you.